Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stay healthier for longer, while others face serious diseases like cancer even when they don't expect it? What if I told you that certain everyday foods may actually create an environment inside your body where cancer cells struggle to survive? Not by magic, not overnight, but by supporting the systems that your body already uses to protect itself. And here's the part most people don't realize. Cancer cells don't just randomly appear and grow without resistance. Your body is constantly fighting abnormal cells every single day. The difference is whether your internal environment supports those defenses or weakens them. Today, I'm going to share 5 powerful foods that research has linked to cellular protection, reduced inflammation, and mechanisms that may make it harder for cancer cells to grow and spread. And if you stay until the end, you'll also understand how to actually use these foods in your daily routine, because knowing is not enough. Applying is everything. I'm Dr. James Quintin, oncologist, and my goal is to help you understand how your body works, so you can make smarter decisions for your health. Let's begin. The first food may surprise you, because it's something many people already eat, but don't fully understand. Broccoli. Now you might be thinking, how can something as simple as broccoli have anything to do with cancer? But inside broccoli is a powerful compound called sulforaphane. This compound has been studied for its potential role in activating certain protective enzymes in the body. These enzymes are part of your natural detoxification system. They help neutralize harmful substances and reduce oxidative stress, one of the major contributors to DNA damage. And remember, cancer often begins with damage at the DNA level. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Sulforaphane has also been studied for its potential role in influencing how abnormal cells behave. Some research suggests that it may support processes that help the body identify and remove damaged cells before they become a bigger problem. In simple terms, it may help your body clean up the cells that shouldn't be there. That's one of the reasons people say cancer cells don't like foods like broccoli. It's not that broccoli directly attacks cancer like a drug. It's that it supports the environment your body needs to defend itself more effectively. But here's the mistake most people make. They eat broccoli occasionally, maybe once a week, and expect results. That's not how this works. The benefit comes from consistency. Including cruciferous vegetables like broccoli regularly in your diet helps maintain those protective processes over time. Now let's talk about how to actually use it. The best way to preserve sulforaphane is to avoid overcooking. Light steaming is often recommended because it helps retain the active compounds. You can also combine broccoli with foods like mustard seeds or radishes, which may help activate sulforaphane even more. Small details like this can make a difference. Now let's move to the second food. And this one is something most people already love. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These small fruits are packed with powerful antioxidants. Antioxidants are important because they help neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage cells, including DNA. And when DNA damage accumulates, it increases the risk of abnormal cell growth. But berries don't just stop there. They also contain compounds like anthocyanins, which give them their deep color. These compounds have been studied for their role in reducing inflammation and supporting cellular health. Inflammation is a key factor here. Chronic inflammation creates an environment where abnormal cells can grow more easily. By reducing inflammation, you're essentially making the environment less favorable for those cells. And that's another reason people say cancer cells hate these foods, because they disrupt the conditions those cells rely on. Now here's how to actually use berries effectively. Many people consume fruit juices or processed versions, which often contain added sugar. That's not ideal. Whole berries are the better choice. You can add them to your breakfast, mix them with yogurt, or simply eat them as a snack. The goal is to include them regularly, not occasionally, because again, consistency is what matters. Now here's something important I want you to understand before we continue. No single food can prevent or cure cancer. But when you consistently provide your body with the right nutrients, you support systems that are designed to protect you. And that brings us to the third food, which is often underestimated, but incredibly powerful. Green tea. And what makes green tea interesting is not just that it's a beverage, but that it contains compounds that have been studied extensively in relation to cellular health. Green tea may seem like a simple drink, something people have been consuming for centuries without thinking much about it. But inside green tea is a compound that has been studied again and again in medical research. That compound is called EGCG. Now, you don't need to remember the name, but you should understand what it does. EGCG is a type of antioxidant that has been linked to processes that help protect cells from damage. And just like we discussed earlier, protecting your cells, especially your DNA, is one of the most important ways to reduce the risk of abnormal cell growth. But here's where it becomes even more interesting. Some studies suggest that compounds in green tea may influence how cells grow and divide. They may also support processes that help the body remove damaged or unwanted cells. Again, this doesn't mean green tea is a treatment for cancer, but it does mean that it may help create conditions where your body can function more efficiently, and where abnormal cells have a harder time thriving. That's the key idea you need to understand. It's not about attacking cancer directly. It's about strengthening the environment inside your body. Now let's talk about how to actually use green tea. Most people either drink it incorrectly or expect instant results. The benefit comes from regular, consistent consumption. Drinking 1 to 2 cups daily is often considered a reasonable habit, but avoid adding sugar, because that can reduce the overall benefit. Simple, natural green tea is the best option, and over time, small habits like this can add up. Now, let's move to the fourth food. And this one is something that has been used in traditional medicine for hundreds of years. Turmeric. You've probably heard about turmeric before, but most people don't really understand why it's so widely talked about. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin. Curcumin has been studied for its strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. And as we've discussed earlier, inflammation plays a major role in the development of many diseases, including cancer. When inflammation becomes chronic, it creates an environment where cells can become damaged more easily. Over time, this damage can contribute to abnormal cell growth. Curcumin appears to interact with multiple pathways in the body related to inflammation and cellular signaling. In simple terms, it may help reduce the signals that encourage unhealthy cell growth. That's why turmeric is often included in discussions about cellular health. But here's something most people get wrong. They use turmeric incorrectly. Curcumin is not easily absorbed by the body on its own. To improve absorption, it's often combined with black pepper. Even a small amount of black pepper can significantly increase how much curcumin your body can use. You can add turmeric to meals, soups, or even warm drinks. The key is to make it part of your regular diet, not something you use once in a while. Now, let's move to the fifth and final food, and this one might be sitting in your kitchen right now. Garlic. Garlic is one of the most studied foods when it comes to health benefits. It contains natural compounds that are released when garlic is crushed or chopped. One of these compounds is called allicin. Allicin has been studied for its antimicrobial and antioxidant properties. But beyond that, garlic has also been linked to processes that support the immune system, and your immune system plays a critical role in identifying and removing abnormal cells. Think of your immune system as your body's internal defense force. The stronger and more efficient it is, the better your body can respond to potential threats. Garlic may help support this system, and that's another reason why people say cancer cells don't like foods like garlic, because they support the body's natural defense mechanisms. Now here's how to use garlic properly. Most people cook garlic immediately after cutting it. But if you let garlic sit for a few minutes after chopping, it allows the beneficial compounds to fully develop. This small step can make a difference. You can then add it to your meals in a way that fits your routine. Now, before we move to the final part of this video, I want you to pause for a moment and think about something. None of these foods are rare, none of them are expensive, and none of them are complicated to use. But the difference comes from how consistently you include them in your life, because health is not built in one day. It's built through daily choices. And in the final part, I'm going to explain something very important. Why even the best foods won't help if you ignore one key factor that most people completely overlook. And this is where everything comes together. Now here's the part that most people don't want to hear. But it's the truth. Even the best foods in the world won't make a difference if the rest of your lifestyle is working against you. You can eat broccoli, berries, green tea, turmeric, and garlic, but if your body is constantly under stress, if your sleep is poor, if your diet is filled with processed foods, then you are still creating an environment where your cells are under pressure. And that's what this entire video is really about, your internal environment. Because cancer cells don't just grow randomly, they grow when the environment allows them to, and that environment is influenced by your daily habits. The foods we talked about today are powerful, but they are only one part of the picture. Now let's connect everything together in a simple way. If you want to support your body at the cellular level, you need to focus on 3 things. First, reduce damage. That means limiting things that harm your cells. Smoking, excessive alcohol, highly processed foods, and constant stress all contribute to cellular damage. Second, support repair. This is where the foods we discussed come in. Broccoli, berries, green tea, turmeric, and garlic help support the systems your body uses to repair and protect itself. And third, maintain balance. Your body works best when everything is in balance. That includes your sleep, your activity levels, your nutrition, and your stress. When these systems are balanced, your body is far more capable of handling challenges. Now let me give you a simple way to apply what you've learned today. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start small. Add one of these foods to your daily routine, then build from there. For example, you could start your day with berries. Include broccoli or leafy vegetables in your lunch or dinner. Replace sugary drinks with green tea. Add turmeric and garlic to your meals regularly. These are simple steps, but over time, they create a powerful effect, because consistency always beats intensity. Now here's something important I want you to remember. The goal is not perfection. The goal is improvement. Even small changes can lead to meaningful results over time, and that's how real health is built, not through extreme measures, but through sustainable habits. Now before we close, I want to leave you with one thought. Your body is not working against you. It is constantly working for you. Every second, your body is repairing, protecting, and maintaining itself. The question is, are your daily choices supporting that process, or making it harder? Because once you understand that, everything changes. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear this, because awareness is the first step toward better health. And sometimes, one piece of information can make a difference in someone's life. Thank you for watching. And remember, take care of your body before your body forces you to.